1999 to 2011, no road in the Federal Republic of Nigeria was issued certificate of completion. There is something in economics we call the accelerator effect. When you key into infrastructure, you employ the poor.
Nigeria produces about 1,500 doctors on a yearly basis, and 1,300 go abroad because they are looking for career satisfaction.
To serve the uninsured, you don't need to build hospitals. You don't need to employ doctors. All you need to do is to re-strategize your policies.
Need not prioritize social protection ahead of the investment in these critical sectors of our economy.
Social transfers have certain importance, and one of it is the alleviation of poverty.
86.9 million Nigerians as of June 2018 are living under the extreme poverty line, which is $1.90. We can talk of the Doku Art, we can talk of the North Art, we can talk of the Bronze Art. Now, these things are nowhere to be found. Why? Because we focus so much on infrastructure rather than the people, the individuals of this nation.
Panel House. When Julius Caesar died, Mark Antony said to the audience, "Lend me your ears. I am here to bury Caesar and not to praise him." Fuel subsidy started when there was shortage of domestic supply in the country. So the mistake the government actually made then was supplementing domestic supply with foreign supply. As at then, the foreign price happened to be higher than the domestic price. So the government decided to pay the rate at which the foreign price was higher than the domestic price, which shows that we are actually subsidizing consumption and not production. And that is a slap on our face. There are three main reasons why fuel subsidy should be removed. The subsidy has grown to an unsustainable level. We are spending so much on fuel subsidy. Statistics shows that out of the total Nigeria's expenditure, 30% is on fuel subsidy. The subsidy is benefiting more of the cabals. Yes, we are having fuel subsidy, but there is no liberalization. These cabals are monopolists. They tend to exploit buyers.
Venezuela, Saudi Arabia, and India. What do these great nations, these nations that are the top 10 oil exporters in the entire planet, have in common with Nigeria? Heavily subsidized fossil fuels. Argument should shift from putting money in substandard processes into infrastructure, health, and education. We can see that infrastructure, health, and education are the key indicators for economic growth and development in any society. If you want to talk about social reforms are fine, but they are inefficient if you do not have infrastructure, health, and education. As regards health, you can see that poor sanitation, water supply, road traffic management, and preventive and contagious diseases are the leading causes of death in Nigeria. About 1.2 million people lose their lives to road traffic accidents in Nigeria. And these are things that could easily be preventable if we invest or divest this fuel subsidy money into the roads that are currently bad and need rehaulment.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lasisi Ibrahim, and I'm here to advance the argument that pro growth is far more beneficial than social transfers and social protection. If you notice what has been happening since 2017, in 2017, our allocation for education is 7.4%. In 2018, it is 7.04. The one for 2019 is 7.02. It tells you that the allocation of our budgetary allocation for education is decreasing drastically. And as a nation, for you to move forward, you need to invest massively in education. This fuel subsidy fund can be better reinvested in the educational sector. What's going to be the impact of this? Is that we are going to develop our manpower. For economic development to take place, we need to develop our human capital. And the first thing that we can do is to develop our educational system. Our infrastructural deficit, according to the African Development Bank, is caused as $3 trillion. And we have a Minister of State for Petroleum affirming to us that Nigerians spend 1.3 trillion naira on fuel subsidy. If we remove 500 billion naira out of that fuel subsidy and we merge it with the one that is already budgeted for infrastructure, bring in private sector participation into it, in the next 10 years, we'll be able to bridge our infrastructural gap.
I would like to point us out to two things. whenever we are dealing with things, with economic matters, we have to consider the supply side economics and at the same time, the demand side economics. If we are going to talk about social transfers, we have to consider the impact of it on the supply side and also its impact on the demand side. If we are going to finance households and boost their demand, we also have to finance the production unit to be able to meet up with the supplies of the household. Now, since we are fighting for social transfers, I would suggest that we have more of an agricultural-driven social transfer, where the farmers are being given capital to be able to do some of the projects and some of the farming they need, and at the same time, the subsidy on fertilizers and seedlings, if possible, free fertilizer and seedlings, so that it can improve their productivity rate as well as the output.
Let me quickly announce what the prizes are. All right, so the winning team will receive some books. The two best debaters will be awarded in 6-week internships with a policy consulting firm. One of the winning team would work at LCCI. You all know what LCCI is? The Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
So I'm going to announce the scores of both schools. The University of Unilorin scored 51.1, and the University of Lagos scored 57.3. So we present the winners of today's debate, the University of Lagos. Round of applause for them. Scoring second is Rahma of Ilorin with 28.5. Congrats. Scoring first is Lastisi with 29.8. Congratulations, guys. Well done. Well done to all of you. Well done.
So thank you very much for being a part of all of this. Thank you for participating so actively. All right, yes. All right.
Manpower. And they talk of black power, I say, hello. If you want cook soup, now what are you going to use? Tori Bambo, yes, you want die. Water. I say water, no.